So in this video we'll see the what is the gaseous state. So states of matter, states of matter, and in that states of matter can be divided into three types. One is the solid, one is the liquid, second one is the liquid, and third one is the gas. So in this we'll study in this video, that is that a gaseous state. So what are the characteristics of the gases? Characteristics of gas. So what are the characteristics of the gas? So gas is having, first one is a compressibility. So what is the meaning of that? We can compress the gas by using some pressure, force per area. So applying some pressure, we can compress the gas. Now if I take the gas in this beaker or some cylinder I am taking, and there is a piston here, and when I apply some pressure, external pressure, force due to external upon area, that will give the external pressure. When I apply, then gas will compress, and that volume of the gas will be changes. So from higher volume to lower volume it can be changes. That is the meaning of compressibility. So we can compress the gas. Next thing is gas can be expansibility. It has the characteristics of the expansibility. What is the meaning of this? If I take the same cylinder, and now I can heat this cylinder. So when I heat this cylinder, then this gas will expand, and piston moves towards upside, and gas expands, and the volume of the gas will be increases. So in compression, first if you take the volume is V1 going to be V2, but in the case of expansion, here is the volume is 2 volume is 1, and here is the volume is 1 to volume is 2. So it has the expansibility. Characteristics of the gas is the expansibility. Next is diffusion. So if you saw any perfume, if you take perfume, and you open the perfume bottle cap, then gas what is present in that, it diffuse. So it has some property, that is the diffusion. Next, fourth property what I said is the pressure. So gas is having some exerted some pressure. So gas itself, it is exerting some pressure. The fourth property of the gas. Next thing is the parameter of the gas. How can we measure the gases? So parameter of a gas. So parameter of a gas, that is, how can we measure to determine a gas completely following parameters are we use. One is the mass or weight. We can say it as weight, or it is number of moles. So to determine the gas completely, following parameters are used. Following one by one we discuss here. Following parameters are used or required. We can say following parameters are required. So first is the mass or weight, or number of moles. So generally the mass of a gas, expanded or the mass of a gas is expressed in expressed in grams or kgs. So if we take the gas cylinder in our home, it can be 16 kgs, 13 kgs, 40 kgs, 5 kgs, 4 kgs. So that is means gas is present in that, and we are measuring the gas in kgs or grams. If we take the small quantity, then it is a gram. So how much 1 kg is equals to 10 to the power of 3 grams, and 1 gram is equals to 10 to the power of minus 3 kgs, 10 to the power of minus 3 kgs. So if you see this one, generally mass of the gas expressed in terms of, we can take in our chemistry, that is the bonds or breaking, bonds or making. So generally we take the mass, mass of a gas is expressed in terms of number of moles. So number of moles, so this is very very important, number of moles. So number of moles of the gas, number of moles is equal to weight of the gas, weight of a gas in gram or kg, or kg by, or gram molar by gram atomic molar or gram molecular weight of a gas. Next, second parameter to determine the gas is volume. So second parameter is volume. We can represent with the V. So volume, the volume, so volume V, that is the volume of the vessel, in which the gas is taken. The volume in which gas is taken is considered as the volume of gas. So volume of gas. So in which container we take the gas, that container volume will give the gas volume. So here 1 liter we can measure in liters, is equals to 10 to the power of 3 ml, and 10 to the power of 3 cubic centimeters, or we can write centimeter cube. So it is a 10 to the power of 3 centimeter cube, or it is a 10 to the power of minus 3 meter cube, or it is a 1 decimeter cube. So this is the expression of the parameters of a gas in volume. Next thing is it can be measured with the pressure. So gas molecules, there is no forces of attraction between the gas molecules, so it exerts some pressure. So force per unit area is called pressure. So pressure is equals to force per unit area is equals to pressure. So this is the units for pressures in atmosphere. 1 atmosphere, because many of the reactions we do at 1 atmospheric pressure, that is room pressure, that is 76 centimeter of Hg, and this is the 760 millimeters of Hg, and here it is the 760 torrs. 1 torr is equals to 1 mm of Hg, and here it is 1.01 into 10 to the power of 6 dyne per centimeter square in CGS process. CGS method. This is the CGS. What is CGS system? So CGS system is the centimeter, grams and seconds, and 1.01 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton force per area. Area is centimeter square, or Newton is MKS unit, so meter square. So this is the MKS system. So this is in meter, kilograms and second. So next thing is, if you take the 1.01 into 10 to the power of 5 pascals, you can write as in pascal also, or the 101.325 kilopascals, or it is a 1.01325 bar. So bar is 1 bar is equals to 10 to the power of 5 pascals. So this is the units for the pressure. Next thing is temperature. So fourth parameter to measure the gas is the temperature. So temperature is, we can measure the temperature. Temperature in degrees of Kelvin is equals to temperature in degrees of centigrade plus 273. So Kc plus 273. So this is the temperature we measured. If given temperature at in degrees of centigrade, that means we have to convert into Kelvin. If I take the 27 degrees of centigrade, that means how many Kelvin it is? 27 plus 273 is equals to 300 Kelvin. 300 Kelvin. So 27, yes, 300 Kelvin it is. That is the meaning of that. If it is given some other units like centigrade to Fahrenheit, so centigrade 0 by 100 is equals to Fahrenheit minus 32 by 180 degrees. So this is the temperature in new scale by initial scale by divisions. So this is the temperature measurements. So next thing is gas laws. So some of the scientists were discovered the relationship between the pressure, volume, number of moles and temperature and universal gas constant. So what are the relationship between these 5 parameters of the gas? We will discuss here. So first law is the Boyle's law. So Boyle's law which states that strictly at constant temperature, means here temperature should be constant. Temperature, the volume of a given mass of gas is inversely proportional to the pressure. Here note is filling gas in balloon is not applicable because when we fill, because we rise the number of moles, of a gas. So what is the Boyle's law? If you take the any piston, so in that there is a gas is filled with this in this cylinder, and there is a piston here. So there is a piston here. So when at constant temperature, this is I am keeping at constant temperature, means let us assume 25 degrees of centigrade. Then at constant temperature, the volume of the given mass, so mass is not changing, So mass is changes and mass is not changing, that means number of moles is constant. Gas is inversely proportional to the pressure. So if I increase the pressure, on this, so what will happen? The volume obviously decreases, right? So our volume will be decreases. So pressure is rising, volume is decreases. If I heat the gas, so heat the gas means it is a constant temperature, so we cannot heat the gas, so we cannot find externally, we cannot apply the pressure also. So pressure we can apply, but we cannot heat. So pressure or volume is inversely proportional to pressure. Volume is inversely proportional to pressure at a constant temperature and number of moles. So number of moles is equals to V is equals to K by P. V is equals to some constant K by P. This is gives us to PV is equals to constant. PV is equals to constant. Next, if you take the two pressures P1, P2 and V1, V2, V1, V2, then P1, V1 is equals to P2, V2. So this is the relationship between this one. So if you draw the plots between the gases, some of the plots drawn between pressure and volume of a gas at a constant temperature is called, the constant temperature is or are called isotherms. So iso means what is iso means? Same. Therm means temperature. So same temperature, we are measuring at same temperature. So if I take the graph between the two, first graph is if I have a volume, this is the volume and this is the pressure. So pressure, if I increasing the pressure, volume, what will happen? The volume, so volume will be decreasing. So when I volume here is my volume. So when I increase the pressure, volume will be decreasing. So here is the, let's assume it is a 5 liters, then it is coming to 0, here 1 liter. So volume, what will happen to volume? Decreases. And this is the temperature T1, and again I am at temperature T2. What will happen here? Also temperature T2, the if I same temperature, that is volume will be decreasing, pressure will be increasing. See, let us assume if we take here the pressure is P1 and here is the pressure is P2. So which one is a higher one? P2 pressure, this point is higher. Let us assume this is 1 atm, this is 5 atm. So P2 is the 5 atm. So obviously pressure is increasing. Next thing is pressure is increasing, volume is decreasing. Next thing is graph between volume versus 1 by P. So volume versus 1 by P, the graph is like this. So this is the graph. So here PV is equals to constant. Here the graph between V is equals to K into 1 by P. So this is Y is equals to mx. So y is equals to mx. Graph will come like this, and this is the slope. If you see, slope is K. Next graph between, here it is PV versus P. So PV versus P, this is the PV versus P. So PV versus P graph will be like this, linear to the parallel to the P. And if I take the graph between PV versus V, so this is the same constant and parallel to the V. And next thing is, if I take the graph V is equals to K by P, if I apply the log V is equals to log minus log P plus log K. So this is y is equals to mx plus c. So the graph will be come like this. So y is the log v versus this is the log p. So this is the negative slope, and here theta will be the 45 degrees, and this is the intercept, that is the log k. So this is the slope will be -1, here -1, this is the slope. Next is the Charles law. So Charles law, same at constant pressure, the volume of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. What is the meaning of absolute temperature? That is in Kelvin units. So absolute temperature, so V is directly proportional to T. V is equals to K into T. So V by T is equals to constant. So V1 by T1 is equals to V2 by T2. So this is the relationship between this one. If I take the volume at some temperature is equals to volume V0 into 1 plus T by 273. So T by 273. So this is the volume. Vt is equals to volume of a gas at T degrees of centigrade, and V0 is the volume of a gas at 0 degrees of centigrade. So this is the V is equals to Kt, and dou V by dou T at constant pressure is equals to K. So this is the relationship between the volume and temperature of the gas. Plots drawn between volume and temperature of a gas at constant pressure are called isobars. What is the unit for bar? Is a pressure. Units is bar. So iso means same. Iso means the same. Bar, that means pressure. So that is pressure. So the isobars. So first is the volume is directly proportional to temperature. Volume is equals to K into T. So if I draw the graph between volume and temperature graph is like this. So here is the slope is equals to K. Next graph is V. So V by T is equals to constant. So if I draw a graph between V by T versus V, this is parallel to the principal axis. V by T, third graph V by T versus K. So V by T versus temperature. This is also like this. And if I take the graph between fourth graph, V is equals to K into T, so log of V is equals to log K plus log T. So Y is equals to mx C plus mx. So if I draw the graph between the log V y-axis and versus log T, so this come like this. This is the slope, this is the intercept, that is log K, and slope will be positive, so m is equals to 1. So this is the graph between the volume versus T. Next thing is graph between the Gay-Lussac's law. So next law is Gay-Lussac's law. So in this law, at constant volume, the pressure of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to the absolute temperature, that means temperature in kelvins. So pressure is directly proportional to T. P by T is equals to constant, so P1 by T1 is equals to P2 by T2. Next thing is Pt is equals to P naught into 1 plus T by 273 Kelvin. 273. So Pt is the pressure at temperature T, and 0 degree, P naught is 0 degrees of centigrade. So P is equals to Kt. So dP by dt at constant volume is equals to constant. So this is the relationship between the pressure and temperature. So first the graphs are plots drawn between pressure and temperature at a constant volume of a gas are called isochores. Isochores means constant volume. So first graph is P is equals to Kt. So P is equals to Kt. Y is equals to mx graph. So if I draw the graph between Y is the pressure and here is the temperature, that means here not 0, exactly it is not 0. This is the K. So temperature should not be 0. So here it is in K. So 0 Kelvin we cannot find out, but that is minus 273 degrees of centigrade. So if I draw the graph between Pt is equals to P naught by 273 into T plus P naught. So this is the Y is equals to mx plus C. So this is the graph between T. So this come like this, and if you extend the graph here, this is the value of minus 273 degrees of centigrade. This is Pt and this is T. So slope here is the slope will be P naught by 273. Third graph is P by T is equals to constant. So if I draw the graph between the P by T versus T, this is the same as to the principal axis, that is the x-axis, parallel to the x-axis. And if I draw the graph between P by T versus P, that is also coming parallel to the principal axis. Next, if you draw the graph, fifth graph, P is equals to k into t, so log p is equals to log k plus log t. So y is equals to mx plus c. So here x is the temperature and slope is the 1. So if I draw the graph between the log p versus log t, then it is coming like this, and this is the slope will be 1, slope will be 1, m is 1, and here is the degrees of theta is the 45 degrees, and this is the intercept, that is log k. So this is the Gay-Lussac's law and their graphs. So next, if you see the Avogadro's law, Avogadro's law. So Avogadro's law, if you see, under similar conditions of pressure and temperature, equal volume of all gases contain equal number of moles or molecules. So that is V is directly proportional to N at constant temperature. Equal number of moles or molecules, volume is directly proportional to the number of moles. So V is equals to K into N. So V1 by N1 is equals to V2 by N2. This is the relationship between the gas. Here it is at a constant temperature and pressure. This is about the all three gas laws. And their relationships were between the pressure, volume, number of moles, temperature. Next time we will see what is the R in that next video. So from this only we can derive the ideal gas equation.